Have you ever heard that saying, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon? Well, that's true. But even marathon runners will tell you that trying to achieve that mammoth task of running 42 Ks, 56, or in the case of the comrades, 90 plus kilometers, even marathon runners will break that down into sizable chunks, little milestones along the way to achieving that big, hairy, audacious goal of the finish line. Well, have you thought about that from your perspective? The goals that you set for yourself, whether they're 3 monthly, yearly, or futuristic goals. Things that encompass any part of your life, whether that's family or business or personal or financial or spiritual, whatever they may be. How do you take that big, hairy, audacious goal, the big thing for you, and how do you make that come to life? How do you actualize that? Well, I had a friend, I still have a friend that I used to play with. I used to play with at school and a little bit just after school. Unlike me, he went on to play at the top level. You may know him, his name's Jacques Callis. In fact, for those that don't know the sport, cricket, let me put it into context for you. Jacques was the best all-rounder in the world. As good, if not better than Sir Garfield Sobers. And if you don't know those names, well, I'm just going to leave it up to you to go and look them up. But if you're the best all-rounder in the world, that means you're pretty good at batting and you're pretty good at bowling. Well, let's talk a little bit about his batting. And I asked Jacques once, how do you go about accumulating your runs? Now, fair to say, he's made many runs and many hundreds, which is a milestone for a top performer or batsman. How do you score 100 runs in an innings? You know what his answer was? I do it in tens. And he's been doing that since school. He's retired today. But since school, through provincial levels, the junior level, to provincial level, to senior level, to international level, the same thing. He accumulates them in tens. He'll take his guard, he'll ask for middle or two leg, make his mark, and then start counting in tens. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then at the end of 10 runs, he turns to the umpire and he asks for his guard again, even if it's in the middle of an over. He'll make his mark again, he'll look around, and he'll start counting in tens again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. And again, and again. And if he does that 10 times, he gets to 100. Well, it worked for arguably the best player that South Africa's ever produced, certainly as an all-rounder. And I would like to think that it would work for us in business as well. Whatever that big thing is you're going after, break it down into bite-sized chunks and then go after those in ones and twos. And once you get to that mini milestone, reset, realign, refocus, and go for the next 10, and the next 10, and the next milestone, and the next milestone, and hit repeat. And before you know it, you do that 10 times, you get your 100, or you get your goal. Hope this has been useful for you. Look forward to catching up with you all soon. Have a great day.